Welcome, everybody, to Snafu Radio, broadcasting on 1943 kilohertz on the AM dial. I am your host, Ball Turret Gunner, and I just got a fresh dip of Copenhagen, so I'm ready to go on today's topic. Today's topic is the insanity of automotive component compatibility, different automotive components for the same vehicle body. Now, for example, I'm referring to, say, you have the 2500, 3500, or even like the 250, 350, type pickup bodies. I'm just going to use these the pickup, for example. Why do the automotive manufacturers believe that they have to have different fuel doors? Okay, I'm talking about the fuel neck, insert, and also the exterior fuel door. Why do they design? They feel compelled to design two and even three different, sizes and types, of fuel doors. Why not say, okay, today we do have diesels in the 1500s. A handful of years ago, we didn't. It was just gas, and then you stepped up to the HD series, to get the diesel. But for simplicity purposes, I mean, why don't you just make one fuel door that fits all of them and manufacture that one fuel door? Okay, well, that it also includes the the cost of the stamping, the dies, right, for the sheet metal between the the cross platforms, right, the 15, the 3500, stampings, because they're different bodies. Okay, but why don't you just design one fuel door that fits all of them? Why do you have to have two or three different size insert fuel doors for the 2500 standard bed and then the 3500 long bed? Why are those different doors, inserts? Why aren't those the same? Okay, so another example is that you look at same body again. It's like we're talking say 2500, 3500, but why would auto manufacturers design a different dimensional air filter box for the gas and the diesel? Why would they do that? I mean, the diesel, naturally, again, we're talking, especially, Dodge runs the i6, but, we're talking about, specifically like GM and Ford, that the V8 is going to take up more engine bay volume, right? It's going to take up more of that. So design the filter box, that fits, the bigger engine, the diesel V8, and then just use that same air filter box, on the gas. Why would you? Who came up? Thought it'd be a good idea. Let's spend more money with tooling and materials, to design a totally different air filter box for the gas engine. Why would you do that? I mean, it's okay. This is what fits diesel. Boom, there it is. That also works for the gas, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Direct the airflow, to the engine, and then put a filter in there. Okay, why not have the same one? I mean, it's not just the filter box itself in this particular case. It's also some of the ducting, that they designed in there, to help, supplemental outside airflow into the air filter box. So you get but on the diesels, they offer a hood scoop with a ram air, with a forced air induction, that goes to the filter box, but they don't offer that on the gas. But it's all the same body components. So why wouldn't you just make one that fits the diesel and then put that in on the gas? You could make it an option on the gas if you wanted to. Okay, I said, well, you want the 6.6 gas engine? Okay, well, there's an option, for the ram air. Okay, well, add that, I guess. Okay, then you can get it. If not, it's compatible, and you can put it on. You can put it on yourself. I really believe, I really, really believe, they put such strict conditions and requirements on these engineers that they are hiring for the automotive industry. I really believe, until I'm proven differently, I really believe that probably a good 90% of these engineer designer people that they're hiring, they have no rational, practical knowledge of actually working on vehicles. I'm sure that they're good at what they do. I'm sure that they're good with material knowledge, with molding, and the CAD, the actual design, fit and finish work. I'm sure that they're good with that. But looking at it from somebody, and again, I'm no chip foos. I'm not claiming to be, because there are I'm more knowledgeable and more capable than a lot of men, but there are a lot of men out there that would put me to shame on their knowledge and their skill. Okay, so but with the people that are designing this stuff, why don't you hire the people that have actually worked, on vehicles, that have that practical, knowledge, that applicable knowledge, on automotives and what it means and what it takes, to make a switch. I've done front end conversions on pickups. Again, we're talking about the same body, but then again, they've done a refresh, fascia refresh type. But guess what? The newer components bolt right up to the old ones. So fortunately, the engineers were smart enough to use the same fastener locations, but and they have done some things over the years too, where, say, for example, the Sport, the SS or whatever Sport model, fascia, front and rear fascias. Maybe there's something a little bit different about how those actually attach to the body. That a few cases where some things were different, but worked around those. But the compatibility of components, between motors. Now, again, you're talking the same body, okay, but now you're just talking about the compatibility, the upgrade, change out, for, say, the front end, the fascia components, okay. And I've been told, that, well, you can't do that. It just won't fit. It won't work. Okay, but you're looking at what the parts list says. Okay, I figured it out. I figured out a lot of electronics too, on how to integrate stuff, and I've done some custom design work myself. So I don't know, just y'all can share your experiences, whatever it may be. My dad always said, just wait. He said, so when you finally find something that works great, works perfect, and he said that you like, he said they'll either change it. He said, or they'll quit making it. And you know what, Dad? You were absolutely right. I've encountered that numerous times in my years. They just quit making that. Well, they've changed something on it, and it's not the same. Whether that be the grip, or be the different material that they decided to change it to save a few cents. Okay, well, share some of your comments. I'm interested to see what y'all have experienced, in your years. Problems that you've encountered with things. So that's all I've got. So again, I'm your host, Ball Turret Gunner. You're listening to Snafu Radio, 1943 kilohertz on the AM dial, and I will catch you on the next ICT.